children. In the previous class, we had learnt about the plant movements. Today, we will learn about plant hormones. Now, these plant hormones, they are very much closely related to the plant movement. Now, before I am telling you about that, how they are related to one another, let me first explain to you about the plant hormones. This term is completely new for you, I think, hormones. Hormones are the chemical substances which are usually secreted from the cells of the plant or the tissues which contain the cells for secreting these chemical substances. Basically, these chemical substances are called chemical messengers as well as they act as coordinators. Now, why they are messengers? Because they carry certain informations to the particular area where the plant organ has to function. And why is it coordinator? Because it is coordinating the other plant tissues or the other parts of the plant. Now, basically these plant hormones, they are termed as growth regulators. Other way we can call the plant hormones also as phytohormones. Why phyto? Because phyte is the term given to plants. So the plant hormones are named as phytohormones. Now these growth regulators, what are they actually doing? They are controlling the growth and development of the plant as well as the plant parts. Now, they are also helping in a kind of movement in the plant which you had already learnt before, and that is the tropic movement. Now, coming in detail about the phytohormones. In plants, we find actually three types of plant hormones. The first type is called auxin. Now, the second type is gibberellin, and the third type is cytokinin. All these hormones, how are they chemically related? That means in chemistry you have learnt about the different types of chemical substances. So the chemical nature of this auxin is nitrogenous and it is also acidic. Why? Because the inner component, that means the chemical with which it is composed of, that is called indole acetic acid, which is very closely related to chemistry. Coming to the next hormone, it is gibberellin and it is non-nitrogenous. That means it does not contain this principal element nitrogen. Then it is called as gibberellic acid. These are the short forms. IAA for indole acetic acid, GA for gibberellic acid. Now, why is this name given as gibberellin? It was actually found in a kind of fungus which is a non-green plant named Gibberella fujikuri. That is why from that the extract is termed as gibberellin. And the last one is the cytokinin. It is otherwise called kinin. This is same as auxin. It functions, both of them function same, similar to one another, where you can say this kinin or cytokinin actually supports this auxin in any kind of activity performed by the plants. Kinin is also nitrogenous. Now, let us come a little more in detail about the hormones. Now, these hormones, they have certain characteristic features. What are these characteristic features? We can see there are four characters of the hormone. The first one is source. Now, where are these hormones actually found? Usually, these hormones are found in the apical region of the plants, whether it is the plant a part like the stem or the leaf or the root or the branches. We can see there are certain apical parts of those regions where we find these different types of hormones. They are also found in the germinating seeds, the cotyledons, in the endosperm of the seed. What is their mode of transport? That means how do they move in the plant? Now we know the main medium of the plant is water. And how are they carried? They are carried by the help of this conducting system. That is, usually it is xylem and phloem. So here, in case of the hormones, it is mainly the xylem which is very active in carrying along with the water. Function. Usually we see that the hormones, they always are active away from their site of secretion. Site of secretion means where they are secreted. They are secreted from some specific cells. They do not act in that particular cell. What do? They just move away from that region and they go and function. Then we also see that they are always functioning in very low amount, that is low concentration, as well as their activity is always occurring in a very slow process. Fate. Fate is what usually we notice that the hormones, they have dual process. That is, they are helping in inhibition of any activity or they might promote any activity. So the hormones, they cannot start, they cannot initiate, but yes, they can influence the reaction of any kind of activity which is taking place in the body of the plants or maybe even the animals. Further about the hormones we will learn in the next class. Thank you.